What's up, guys? Pokemon videos are very boring, and I haven't been uploading for that exact reason. I'm sure that my address or something is showing on this box. Anyone who's bought from me already knows my address, so don't be weird. If you want to find my address, just pay me a couple bucks, and I'll probably send you a card with my address right on the label. This is my PSA Express. Oh, see ya. Bye-bye. Dude, these videos suck, man. I wanted to talk about why... Oh, boy. Wanted to talk about why I haven't been uploading, and part of the reason is these videos suck so hard. And me knocking down my camera probably doesn't help. I'm trying to remember exactly what happened. I sent in one express order, and then I have this express order, and I'm pretty sure I talked about both of them in my last video where I was trying to put together my PSA order. I also don't know a good way to cut into these PSA boxes, so just bear with me while I tear into this. I already know the grades of these, which is boring, and I talked about how I didn't want to upload videos like this where I just know the grades, but I'm going to talk a little bit more about the reason of why I know. The last submission I got back, I didn't record a video for, just because I recorded it, I didn't upload it. And the reason is because I was a little whiny baby about it the entire time. As you can see by the back of that, this is an Ancient Mew. I'm gonna give this to a friend, actually. I'm gonna be sending this one to a friend at a PSA 8, because he actually got a tattoo of Ancient Mew on his arm, and I had no idea that he even liked the card or Pokemon really, so I'm gonna send him this PSA 8. Not bad. What are all these? There's like a bunch of like dots on this card that would not have been on it before I submitted it, because I went through and I looked at the card. Like, you can see those so clearly. Dot, 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 dot. Got a huge smudge right here. Got another dot. Ugh, boys, I think I might be done express grading cards for a bit. And that's why this isn't even like in frame. How about that? No. Oh well. PSA 8. It's like $100 card, maybe. That didn't help any at all. There we go. Perfect. Wow. Oh, dude, Pokemon videos are boring. Everyone's seen every card graded. What is this? Got a PSA. Can you see that? 10. Champion's Path. Charizard V. I want to get this in better light to actually examine the case. So let me, please, can I put a coherent thought together? I didn't upload the last video, and I'm going to, but I wanted to give it some more context before I uploaded it, because it's just me complaining about the grades that I got. The way that I was doing things, I guess I'll cover that, was once a month I would submit a bulk order to PSA, and then once a month I would submit an express order to PSA. And the idea was that the express order would usually be enough in profit for me to, you know, pay off any of the debt that I had accumulated over the last month in buying the cards that I was express ordering. You know, like I would mostly just throw them on a credit card, right? Because you get, you know, some cashback rewards and some fun stuff. And usually, I don't know, it would just kind of depend on how many cards I have, but I would usually get maybe like $2,000 or so per express order. My last express order was really big, and I was expecting it to be about $5,000 in profit or so, or about $5,000. And then that would be maybe like $3,500 in profit or something. You know, and then I factored in some like room for the market to go down a little bit, or maybe if I didn't get some of the grades that I was expecting, you know, maybe I got a 9 instead of a 10. So that way I was playing it safe, but that order was really bad. And so it really sucked. I only got, I think, 2 10s. I got a couple 8s. I got some 9s. That order also had first edition Pikachu and Eevee in it. Those were about $1,100 when I sent them in. By the time I got them back, PSA 10s were worth about $400, and PSA 9s, because I only got one PSA 10, and then I got two PSA 9s. Those are worth about $150. So that's so far away from the PSA 10s that I was expecting, because, you know, they were pack fresh. I took them out of packs myself. They looked really good. And I did kind of, you know, I was like, okay, one of these might get a 9. That'll be maybe, you know, instead of $1,000, that'll be maybe $400. The one PSA 10 that I did get had a huge, like, crumb, like someone was eating while they were putting my card into a case. And so there was a huge noticeable, like, blemish on the card. So I couldn't even sell it for full price. I had to knock a huge amount off of it because I didn't want to spend the time to resubmit the card and do all that. I'd rather have the cash in hand. So that was my first really big mistake that I've made, is just putting, you know, too much hope into one PSA order. So this order is, you know, smaller. It's just 3 cards. I sent in the Ancient Mew just so that I could kind of get a feel for what grades I should be expecting out of the bulk purchase that I made. And I traded some to Zakeel from Rainy Day Collectibles, and I traded some to Z&G. What else did I do? I think I sold a few just singles. I gave some away. And then I just thought that I would grade one just to see what I could expect, because I just grabbed one from my pile without really inspecting it too much. But I do know for a fact that these, you see all these huge white blemishes? That would mark it down further than an 8, I think. I don't know if that's actually on the card or on the case. Looks like it's, I don't know. Yeah, there's just blemishes all over the back of the card on the left and on the right. I don't think that this would have ever gotten an 8 in a million years. And do you see all those in the light? These like marks? That's frustrating. Anyway. But this order was better. The 8 was just a test, or the Ancient Mew was just a test. I got this, which I actually traded my PSA 7 base unlimited Charizard. I traded for the raw copy of this, and then another unlimited Charizard that was in beat up condition, so I could put it in a binder. So after everything's said and done, I think I'm coming out ahead on this deal. Plus, you know, I wanted the binder card, and I really wanted the cash in hand to buy something else at the time. So like this will be for sale. This is going to a friend, and then this I got at a card shop. Ooh, immediate, you can see on the case these blemishes all over the card. That's crazy, dude. I really don't know about express grading anymore, just because they're trying to get them in and out so fast that, oh boy. Like, did you guys, I didn't even touch the card, and it's just, like, you can't rub that off. Maybe plastics? That's frustrating. But, oh well. This PSA order was better, and I didn't want to just upload that video without extra context, and I was recording that video in a hurry because my girlfriend was coming over, and I wanted to get it done before she came over, because I didn't want her walking in mid-YouTube video. But, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. This makes up some of the lost money on that PSA order. I don't know the actual math, but I was expecting a few $1,000s in profit, and it ended up losing me quite a bit of money just because of the amount that I had spent on the packs to open those cards. I bought them unweighed, but I got a really good price, and they all ended up being light, which is fine because I got a really good price that was about light prices. There was a Dark Charizard, a Dark Blastoise. I had the Rainbow Champion's Path Charizard, but that got a 10, so that was perfectly fine. And then I had something else that I can't recall. But that order sucked really. Oh, I had this bad boy, which I had a PSA 9. I resubmitted it. Spoilers, I'm sorry, but I got a PSA 9 again. I'll upload that video probably right after this one. But that video sucked because like my cat came in, he had to close the door to stop recording. The video cut because I ran out of memory. Just a whole bunch of issues. Plus, I don't know, man. Pokemon videos are just so boring. It feels like everyone does them. Everyone talks about the same stuff. People say really cute things like, if I was an actual Pokemon YouTube, oh boy, you got a PSA 10, sweet! That's going right into the personal collection. And then I would drop it in the box that I would put all my eBay sales in. And then I would just, you know, list that right after the video is done. Ah, sweet, we got 2 PSA 10s. I'm so excited to put that in the personal collection. And then as soon as the video is done, I'd take a picture of the front and the back, and I'd list it on eBay, and I'd make my money. That is absolutely a Pokemon YouTuber thing to do. But like, these videos are boring, dude. Like, I could whip out nobody opens Skyridge, right? Or like you would think, there you go, bye-bye. This is literally my setup, is I have PSA cards, and I have this little PSA card holder, and then I just throw the phone on the PSA card holder. How do you like that? I could just open these and nobody would care, right? Like, I could make a video called Opening Skyridge, whoa, and it'd get like 100 views. Nobody cares. Everybody's done everything. You've seen first edition base set boxes getting opened. You've seen first edition base set Charizards getting pulled. Leonhardt opened 2 this year, you know. Pokemon Radar opened 1. Logan Paul opened 1. Everyone's opening the craziest cards, so it doesn't even matter what you do, you know. So I'm just trying to make things that I like, and my plan was to make PSA return videos, PSA submission videos, and then my purchases. I wanted to just kind of do those, but I mean, with the way that things are going, like, I just get bummed out with these return videos, so I don't know. Like, look, there's just fingerprints all over it. What is that, dude? I am uploading a video that I'm really excited for. I opened an old box of baseball cards with my dad, so I'm gonna upload that video. I'm probably gonna upload a long video of it and then a short video. I don't know what I'm gonna do, because there's about like a 33 minute long version of it. But it's kind of annoying. It's like, you know, there's like a crying kid in the background, there's people talking in the background, the camera angle is even worse than this by far. The camera does this the entire time for about half of it. Like, imagine if I was doing a PSA return video and it was like this, right? Like, you never even got to see the grades. It's kind of like that, but then there's like a 3-minute part, which I really, really like. But I'm definitely going to upload the full version. I just don't know if I want to upload like the short 3-minute version of us actually pulling the card that we were looking for. But it was basically just an old box of baseball cards that probably nobody here cares about. With my dad, you know, it's like a nice little nostalgic thing for him. Also, real quick comment, does anyone know about basketball cards? What are these? I pulled these. I opened a bunch of, not a bunch, just a small amount of like basketball cards, and this is like all I got from it. I think that these would just be like base cards, just like kind of garbage. But then there's like some like random ones that I don't know how to look up. I don't know. If anyone knows, let me know. But this video is boring. Every video is boring. Nobody can make a fun Pokemon video anymore. But yeah, PSA 10 pre-release Charizard. It really pays. It really, really pays, guys, to go to local game stores. One of my LGS had like 6 of these that were still sealed. And it really pays just to kind of be the annoying guy that says, hey, can I take a look at those? You know, and just like take a look at the front centering. I just grabbed the one with the best centering. I got a 10. That's my little tip. Don't be afraid to be that annoying dude who says, I'm here to grade cards, give me your cards. Because they don't care, dude. They just want to sell the card. They're just trying to get paid. But yeah, these two really, really helped offset how bad that last submission was. I'm so thankful that I got these 2 10s. And I'm kind of thankful that this got an 8 so that I don't feel bad giving it away. If this got a 10, I don't know what I'd do with it. But God, the back is gross. Whoop. Oh well. I think that's all I have to say. I just really wanted to add context to the other PSA return video and why I didn't upload it immediately. The biggest reason being that I was just kind of being a little bitch about it. Just because I had expected so much. I expected one thing, and then I had a lower level of expectation for kind of like, you know, if I don't get the 10s that I'm wanting, or, you know, if I don't get the 9s that I want, then at least there's this. And if, you know, the market goes down a little bit, then there's this. But I learned a lot, you know, like most of my money was on first edition Jungle Pikachu and first edition Jungle Eevee, which obviously I knew those are going to go down in price. but I was expecting the PSA return to come back in about 2 weeks. It took about 4 weeks. The prices completely plummeted on those cards specifically, but also on the other cards that were in the submission. Also, I submitted a card that I already had. It got a 9, and I really believed that if I just resubmitted it, they'd give me a 10. After looking at it a second time, you know, after getting it back and saying, Jesus, how did I, you know, I noticed some stuff, like it's a little off center. And so I see how I got a 9, you know, and it's just these things where I put way too much in one submission. I submitted 7 cards, which was really just, I thought that, you know, my confidence was so high at this point because I'd never lost out on a submission. I've only absolutely killed it on submissions. But, I mean, in hindsight, obviously I can figure out why I lost on that submission. And I can figure out why I won on this, right? Like, the guy had like 4 of these. And, you know, I looked at the pictures and I trusted him. And I said, you know, can you please send me the one that looks the best to you, right? Like, out of the 4 or 5 that he had, I said, I don't want that one. You know, I don't want A or B, and I can't tell between C, D, or E. Could you, you know, in good faith, send me the one that looks the best? And it looks like he did, right? I got a 10. So, you know, you can trust people and hope that they can help you out. And then this one, I know how I won on it is they had like 5 or 6 of these sealed, and then I just had them pull them out of the glass case, and I inspected them for the one that looked the best centered. Of course, you have to worry about the stuff on the back, but you know, if you can see that there's nothing bad on the front, centering's good. It's all risk, and you're just trying to increase your chance of not losing out. I'm pretty sure that that's really all I've gotten. Oh, in the PSA submission video, not the return video, I also had these. I had a Pikachu VMAX. I don't know if I showed that one. And then I had a Beauty that was really well centered. And I really wanted to submit this. I don't know why I'm covering it. You can see that it's gold. It got a 10, a 10, and a 9 on surface. So I don't really know where the surface issue is, but I'm fine with it. Obviously, I would have preferred a black label, but, you know, 3 10s, not bad. It's a beautiful card with a nice gold label. Would have preferred black label, but you can't just, like, look how annoying. I would have really preferred a black label. Dude, don't listen to me, man. I'm just being a little baby. Like, imagine submitting to Beckett hoping for a black label. Like, or expecting a black label. What kind of little baby garbage is that? I don't know if anything else I have here is new. I think in my stack, I bought a PSA 10 Trainer Deck B seal. I don't know if I've shown that or not, but I'm just rambling. Basically, all I'm saying is I'm going to be uploading my PSA return from about a month ago. I'm going to upload that. Just know that I'm being a little baby in the video, and I was expecting, but that's only because I was expecting so much more, and I didn't take the time to critically think about why I got the grades that I got. I checked these grades early because I really needed to make sure that these were good, so that I could decide if I needed to sell some stuff in the short term to pay off, you know, what I need to pay off, which obviously is another learning experience. Don't leverage more than you are willing to lose, right? I was throwing everything on credit cards. And that's only because, like, I wouldn't have any of the stuff that I have today if I didn't start by putting stuff on credit cards. Like, my biggest purchase was like $300 when I first started, and I didn't have that cash. But that $300 turned into $2,200, right? And that just kind of helped build a lot of confidence. And that was just like a small little $300. If I lost out that $300, if I got, you know, 8s on my submission or whatever, you know, whatever it is, then it's only $300. I can pay that back. But I was getting so confident with everything that I kind of got blinded by, you know, how excited I was to be killing it in this space. But, I mean, that's it. Please, if you made it this far, stay tuned for the video that I made with my dad, because I'm very excited about that. It's definitely my favorite video that I've ever made, and it's definitely a video that I'm gonna cherish for a long time. But anyway, take it easy.